Are you a homeowner in the Greater Edmonton Area? Are you thinking of becoming one? Let's chat about what happened in the real estate market for November 2023. It's been interesting, to say the least. At the end of this video, I'll give you some hidden nuggets about how the current market could affect your real estate goals. In November, we saw another slight decrease in activity, as should be expected. Our market typically slows down in the fall and into the winter, and then it starts getting some traction again when spring is on the horizon. At this time of year, there's also usually fewer listings to hit the market as well. Total sales in the Greater Edmonton Area were down 9.1% month over month, and listings dropped 20.9% month over month. But when we pull the numbers and compare this year to last year, listings have been up 7.9% overall, and sales are up a whopping 28.5% year to date. In my own business, I've definitely felt like it's been unseasonably busy, and I was chatting with a fellow agent recently. We were laughing at how much the Edmonton area housing market is affected by the weather. We've had no snow, so it's been pretty busy. We've been seeing a lot more buyer activity than normal, and this is why November saw 3.3 months of inventory, which dictates a balanced market, meaning supply and demand have more or less evened out a bit more for the moment. Less than 3 months is a seller's market, so at 3.3 months of inventory, we're teetering fairly close to a seller's market scenario with the lack of listings that we have right now when you're just looking at the numbers. But I would say we're a balanced market overall. The average price for a home in the Greater Edmonton Area right now is sitting at $381,000, whereas in October it was at $397,000, and that's when you factor in all residential sales, all housing types. This average sales price is being pulled down by row housing, actually. As you can see, row housing is at $271,000 compared to last month when it was at $259,000, which was a 4.8% decrease month over month. Detached and half duplex homes both went down in average price. Detached decreased from $487 in October to $479 in November, and semi-detached or half duplexes went from $386 to $362. Again, residential attached properties were a very strong product, and they have been all year. We've seen a 12.3% increase year over year, whereas in other categories, it's remained pretty stable with minimal growth. The average list to sale price ratio was 97% in October. It was 97% in November. That's been a pretty steady number right now. So houses were selling for 97% of asking price. It was taking 46 days for a property to sell on average in November, which is exactly the same as October. And if we compare it to November last year, houses were selling at around 53 days on market, so going a little bit quicker now. So let's talk about the market trends. For you sellers, the good news is that you're looking at stable pricing when we're looking at year over year if you're considering listing. And if you're selling a townhouse, you could probably list a tiny bit higher this year than you could have last year. Buyers have readjusted their budgets to more affordable housing options to cope with the higher interest rates. So that's why attached properties have gone up due to that higher demand. Inventory is way down, so your house should sell for a great price, and it should sell quicker than it would have this time last year. So sellers, now's the time to start prepping and getting yourself ready to list if that's your plan for the next year. And that way you can hit the ground running really and take advantage of the busy spring market. The Bank of Canada held their overnight rate in December on the 6th, but there's rumors that they're going to be decreasing that in the second quarter of 2024. And if that happens, undoubtedly, there will be lots of activity in our market. So make sure, sellers, you're getting your piece of the pie. Everyone knows Alberta has been seeing steady population increases recently, and Calgary specifically has been booming more than any other area. But now Calgary is starting to get expensive, and Canadians are looking at Edmonton, I would say, as the next best choice. We're becoming the final frontier right now for affordable housing without having to sacrifice on the amenities. So my prediction for 2024 is that Edmonton will be the next area to experience kind of a slight boom. So buyers, now is the time to go for it and put that offer on the property that you've been wanting to move into. The market is still balanced and the buyer pool is fairly small. So in a lot of cases, you'll still have the opportunity to negotiate a great price and possession date. When all said and done, your situation is completely unique to you, whether you're buying or selling. So take any market update, as a generality and with a grain of salt. I'd love to give you a personalized analysis of your property value and how the market will directly affect you. If you're thinking of buying and you want to know more about any hidden opportunities waiting for you, contact me to set up a meeting. My details are below. I will see you again next month, and in the meantime, happy holidays.